Right, guys, we need to mug off these piss-taking ponces at Good Morning Britain because it seems they decided to talk about the damage done to kids during lockdown and how bad it all is. This they clearly did, ignoring their own part in it, or maybe they hoped we had all forgotten about that. Of course, they're smoking the biggest bag of crack known to mankind if they think we'll ever forget about it, so let's see what they actually had to say.
Children affected by the pandemic face the biggest decline in GCSE outcomes in decades and an unprecedented widening of the socio-economic gap. This is because of the closures, of course, during COVID. Fewer than 2 in 5 pupils in England will achieve a grade 5 or above in English and mathematics GCSEs in 2030, which is roughly equivalent for the rest of us to a high grade C or a low grade B. I do feel, looking back, I think we failed our children.
We definitely did.
During the pandemic. I feel like at the time that there was no clarity.
Oh, so looking back, you think we all failed our children? Now, if by we you mean the mainstream media class, then I'd not only agree with this trout, but I'd actually go further. I would say the entire media and political class failed humanity with their actions, and the damage done to kids is a big bloody part of that. Of course, we know she means the country as a whole, because these septic spots on the arse of humanity couldn't accept blame for anything, could they? And certainly not the destruction of people's lives and livelihoods. I mean, let's be honest here, it was Good Morning Britain who not only supported lockdowns and all of that, but also allowed this sort of nonsense to be spouted on there.
If you're on a crowded beach, there's a risk of transmission. And in theory, if you go swimming in the sea, you should be wearing a mask.
Oh yeah, let's never forget, these people actually encourage tourists to waterboard themselves in the sea, you know, to avoid catching a sniffle outside in the fucking summer. I would say you couldn't make it up, but these clowns managed it, and for 2 years solid, so if I did say that, I'd be talking a bag of shit. Either way though, the blame for this shit show rests solely on the shoulders of the political, scientific and media class who led the gullible sheeple into utter stupidity. So if they mean we to be anyone outside of that, then they can fuck right off, because we stood against it and won't forget who bloody didn't.
Pandemic.
We're